small, weathered box, sealed tight but warm to the touch. Inside the box was a compass unlike any she'd seen, its needle spinning wildly before pointing steadily toward the horizon. Following the compass direction, Lena ventured further, where the trees opened to reveal a forgotten village overgrown with vines and silence. She explored the ruins and found carvings telling of a lost civilization that had vanished without a trace centuries ago. Suddenly, a soft voice echoed in the wind. The path chosen, the secrets revealed, the past awakens with courage. Lena realized the map and compass were keys to uncovering stories buried by time, inviting her to be the new keeper of their memory. Determined, she took notes, sketches, and memories, preparing to share these wonders with her village. On her return journey, the compass's glow dimmed, resting now in harmony with her steady steps. Back home, the village gathered around as Lena unveiled tales of bravery, magic, and history hidden within the forest's heart. Eyebrows lifted and faces lit with wonder, Lena's stories rekindled a spark of adventure in every listener. From that day forward, the forest was no longer a place of fear, but a doorway to discovery, all thanks to Lena's courage. And the shimmering map? It hung proudly in the village hall, a reminder that every place holds secrets waiting for someone brave enough to find them. The compass remained with Lena, a faithful guide for the journeys still to come. Adventure isn't just about finding new lands, Lena said softly one evening. It's about seeing the magic in the unknown. With a smile, she looked toward the horizon, ready for the next whisper of the wild to call her name. Late at night, Mia heard faint coughing coming from the attic above her bedroom. She told herself it was just the house settling, but the sound didn't stop. It grew heavier, almost like breathing. Curiosity pulling at her, Mia grabbed a flashlight and climbed the narrow stairs. The rain was a relentless tap 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 against the cracked window of my office on Marlowe Street. I lit a cigarette and glanced at the clock. 2:13 a.m., prime time for trouble. She walked in like a shadow sliding across a dimly lit alley, heels clicking, eyes burning with secrets. "Mr. Crane," she said, voice low and trembling. I need your help. Her husband was missing, vanished into the city's underbelly, where whispers meant danger and silence could kill. I agreed to take the case, knowing full well that trouble was my closest companion these days. The first clue led me to a smoky jazz club, neon lights flickering like Morse code messages. A saxophone cried in the background as I sidled up to the bartender, who wiped a glass like he could erase the past. Looking for a ghost, are you? He grunted, sliding me a note. It was a scrawled address and a warning. Stay out of the shadows or join the lost. Ignoring the threat, I made my way through puddles and dark alleys toward the haunted address. The door creaked open under my touch, revealing a room filled with smoke, secrets, and broken dreams. At the center, a man with tired eyes and bruises that told a story without words. I didn't want him to get involved, the man whispered. They're watching every corner. Suddenly, the room was bathed in red light, a warning or an ambush. I dove behind the battered furniture as footsteps thundered closer. A tense silence followed, broken only by my own ragged breath. When the danger passed, I helped the man escape into the night, vowing to bring the truth into the light. By dawn, the missing husband was safe, shadows lifted by the city waking to a new day. As she thanked me and disappeared into the crowd, I flicked the cigarette butt into the rain and muttered, another night, another story ended. In the heart of the ancient forest stood the whispering oak, its vast branches swaying even when the air was still. Elara, a young mapmaker from the nearby village, ventured to the tree, drawn by tales of its mysterious murmurs. She reached the tree just as, at midnight, beneath a heavy, shrouded fog, Emma crept into the old mansion at the edge of town. With only her flashlight piercing the darkness, she moved cautiously through the creaking halls. Soft murmurs seemed to drift from the cracked walls, barely audible yet unmistakably human. Emma froze, heart pounding as a voice whispered, "Help me," from the shadows. Determined not to flee, she followed the voice, each step echoing ominously. The hallway twisted unnaturally, doors appearing where none were before, leading deeper inside. She reached a room bathed in an eerie, pulsating glow, the source unseen. Inside, the voice grew clearer, pleading, "Find the locket, set me free." Emma's eyes caught a glint beneath the shattered floorboards, a delicate silver locket. As she lifted it, the temperature dropped. A cold presence filled the air around her. Shadows coalesced into a pale figure trapped behind the walls, eyes begging for release. Emma whispered, "I have it," sliding the locket onto the ghostly form's neck. Light burst forth, the walls trembling as the spirit smiled and began to fade. "Thank you," came the last faint whisper, before silence reclaimed the room. The mansion's oppressive weight lifted. The air grew warm, the whispers ceased. Emma stepped outside as dawn's first light touched the horizon, the curse broken. Behind her, the mansion seemed less menacing, almost at peace for the first time in decades. She promised herself to remember the trapped soul and the power of courage in darkness. As she walked away, a final gust of wind carried a soft murmur, "Never forget." Emma smiled, turning back once more to the now quiet house, fading into the morning mist.